Joseph Wentler was a watch repairman by trade, but an astronomer by heart. Oh, he had big dreams and a little pocketbook. Oh, but he was a tinkerer. So he made up his mind he was going to build a telescope. And although he had tremendous adversity, he was able to accomplish it. Not only was he a fabulous tinkerer, he was a great entrepreneur. So whenever he finished his telescope, he decided to take it on the road. He took it to a nearby town where Nathaniel Smith lived. Now, we don't have all the details of this story, but I can imagine Nathaniel Smith was as excited about going and taking his grandson as little John was. John was 9 years old, and he remembers so well that his grandpa took him to see that telescope. And when he looked through the lens of that telescope, he was amazed at what he saw. He saw the moon like he had never seen the moon before. He saw Saturn with its rings, and he was so thrilled and so excited. But beyond excitement, that event of seeing Saturn, of seeing the moon, that event changed that boy's trajectory. It changed where he was headed in life, and it marked his life. He became one of America's greatest astronomers. And it started with seeing what he had never seen before. And I believe that that's what happens to boys and girls when they encounter the presence of God. They're able to see Jesus like they've never seen him before. Whenever they go into his presence and they soak and they feel his love, oh, it marks their life in a way that few things do. And so that's why we're having these power-ups, is so that we can set a time and a place so that boys and girls can unplug from life as normal and plug into the presence of God, to soak in his presence, to soak in his love, and to be marked by this experience. I believe that there is something so powerful that happens when we really find out how wonderful Jesus is. Whenever we really find out how much he loves us, something happens to us that changes us whenever we really discover who he is. And you know, I was one of those kids that happened to. I remember so well at 12 years old, whenever I received the baptism of the Holy Spirit, it wasn't a particularly emotional experience, but I remember going to school the next day, and I had to tell my teacher, I wanted to tell everybody what God had done for me, and how much I love Jesus, and how much I love them. I remember I was baptized with love. And you see, these boys and girls need that kind of encounter. Oh, the things that today's generation is facing. We can't afford to send them into life without the presence of God. We can't afford to send them into life without the presence and the power of the Holy Spirit operating in them, enabling them to live victorious lives. I hope you'll join us. I hope your children and you will be a part of these power-up retreats. God bless you.